Turn it down.
It's crazy. Okay. Got it now? No. What?
I don't know if I can do that. Oh,
I can.
let me see if I can stand.
Why is it? I've got it turned over. Sound.
Guys, is there an echo?
Bear with me a second.
Row your boat. Are you sure it sounds good? We turned them both down.
Oh, it's just kind of like now. Same thing.
Oh my God, we need glasses. It's clinical. Yeah, there's an echo.
I've got mine on.
You're just gonna have to get out. You got yours on what?
I don't even want it.
No.
Maybe we separate them a while or a little ways. I don't know. Okay, I'll just get this one out.
Go in there. I don't think things is a good idea. How about it now? How about it now, Rebecca? No echo. Okay. Oh man. There has always got to be something. And I wish I could go in and edit the beginning of the lives when the technical difficulties are happening. You know what I mean? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm still getting the. I don't understand why the sound is still coming over the phone speaker. How about now? Can you hear me?
You look funny, man. Oh gosh.
They got the deer.
I have fun. Listen, do we sound funny? Have fun. You hear me, Chris? Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? You see my stuff back there, guys? Ooh, I got a new plant shell. Ooh, you need a shower. I will talk to you while you are bathing your body. That's amazing. Yes, man. Let me tell you. You'll never guess what happened to me today. I went to get my little tray and it had all mixed tomatoes, and I went to take it down. Somebody had really watered it well. Probably me too, but there was someone else that helped. That thing was so full, and it just kind of bowed out, the tray as I'm lifting it about right here, and it just fell on me, probably 20, at least 20 tomatoes. Now most of them are okay. You see them up here. I think I see a leaf up there I need to trim. I lost a few, I ain't gonna lie. Whoa, what happened?
Goofy stuff.
Would you quit messing around?
Go ahead.
Anyway, and it made a dang mess. I had to change my clothes. I had dirt in my bra. Say something, Larry.
I'm still freaked out by this. I found out I really need glasses.
Well, this is fun. This might work for them too on their lives. I wanted to try it out. Still an echo with me. I got mine turned all the way down. I don't know how to do. Well, see, what I did was I invited him up. So I don't know how to fix this or do this. Mute it. I've got it turned down.
Can I mute myself? You can still hear me, right? Can you hear me? Oh, I know you can hear me.
I didn't say nothing.
You don't hear me because I muted my phone. Anyway, those tomatoes, I couldn't even cry. I was in such shock. But I was up hot anyway, so that just helped me do it really fast. That was a really good one. If it's like cutting into the integrity of the life, let's just leave back together.
Well, what do they think? They think doing the separate thing or just going back to one?
Well, we've been working all day. That's what we were doing. And it's fun work, Get back over here, weirdo. Come on. Let's go back to one camera.
How do I shut this off?
I can't kick you out. You have to close it out. You close it out, we'll go. Oh, man. We should have practiced this.
Yeah,
Earlier today. Oh, run away.
just a bit ago.
Oh, this is neat. Gonna be great, y'all. Not separate. We're working apart. I can't get away from him. You guys, Monday is our 30th wedding anniversary. 30 years. 3-0.
I don't need to be on camera.
Yes, you do. Get over here. Come over here on this side. I don't want to move my guitar. I'm right here. Well, now that you're not on, I can turn my stuff back on like normal.
How do you get rid of that pad?
I don't know.
Oh, that's terrible.
It's still echoing and stuff. Larry, turn your. Oh, Lord. I don't think you should have added a speaker to it.
There. I left the stream.
Oh, thank you. I don't know if they can hear me or not anymore. And I just, this is never, I don't think there's a curse on doing this particular live. You know? It's just stress. This is just not fun to watch. And it makes me sad. When we want to talk about how we're doing all right. We've been really, really busy. Have fun. How are y'all doing?
Hey,
Hey, what?
my sound got right in my earbuds. Oh, that blew my mind. Okay, so
Okay, so
I think you're good.
okay. We're all fixed up and the picture looks good and all I see is me, but that's okay for now. Who we're gonna start with? Who was born first?
I would assume Tesla.
Diesel was born in 1858, March.
In my notebook. All my stuff is scattered. 1856.
Ah, you win then. You have all dumb things off, right?
Yes.
And your phone's turned down and muted?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna try this one more time. Right?
Okay.
Yes. All right.
Okay. Nikola Tesla. He's born in 1856 in the Austrian Empire. He studied engineering and physics, but he never got a degree. In the early 1880s, he worked for Thomas Edison's Continental Edison in the electric power industry. In 1884, he came to the United States and became a naturalized citizen. He worked briefly for Edison Machine Works in New York City. After a disagreement, he went out on his own. Now, there's different versions of that. Some say he got in a disagreement with Edison himself. Others say he barely knew Edison, and Edison thought he was great, but I don't know. Anyway, he had a disagreement and left. He had gotten a reputation for being pretty much a genius, so he got some partners, most notably Westinghouse partnered with him. And they helped finance and market his ideas. Well, he developed a lot of things, but among them were AC induction motor, alternating current, is AC, and other alternating current related patents, which were licensed by Westinghouse Electric. Now that's a big thing with Tesla. He never really kept the hold of his patents. He would sell them and like trade them off for money to keep doing his research. So he never really got rich. Tesla's dream was to use his inventions to draw electricity from the earth and transmit it wirelessly all over the globe. This would mean free, clean power for everybody. Now, I've heard since then that it probably wouldn't be feasible, but he came really, really close. He invented what would come to be called the Tesla coil, which could produce high voltage, low current, high frequency AC current. He experimented with transmitting power using the high AC voltages generated with the Tesla coil. He conducted several demonstrations where he would light these Geissler tubes, kind of like these neon tubes, and incandescent lights from across the stage. He could transmit power through the air across the stage and light a light bulb he was holding. Really cool. Well, eventually, his backing let him build a tower based on his Tesla coil called the Wardenclyffe Tower. His aim was to wirelessly transmit electrical energy across the Atlantic. He wanted to send it all the way across the ocean. Well, throughout his career, he dealt with setbacks of questionable circumstances. For instance, 1895, the building that he was using as his lab caught fire. The fire started in the basement, but it destroyed notes, research materials, and demonstration pieces on his 4th floor lab. I mean, that's quite a fire, you know. It destroyed everything he was working on. Well, before he could perfect his tower, J.P. Morgan, who is one of his big backers, backed out. And he convinced all the others to back out. And pretty much everybody says it's because they were being backed by big oil. And big oil did not want free power for everybody. So Tesla ended up dying pretty much penniless in 1943. Now the conspiracy theories. Besides his wireless free electricity, Tesla also worked on experiments with teleportation, time travel, and a high energy particle beam that could destroy planes and even bombs out of the air in astronomical numbers. We're talking tens of thousands at once. And Tesla called it the Teleforce. But when the press heard about it, they gave the name Death Ray, which is the name that stuck. Now, needless to say, this put him on the radar of all the big militaries. Well, during the years of World War II, several governments, including ours, were trying to get a hold of these plans. And, you know, nobody knows what lengths they would go to get a hold of these plans. But Tesla did not want to destroy things. I mean, it's kind of like when Einstein, you know, inadvertently came up with the plans for atomic energy. You know, it wasn't what he wanted to do. It was just like a byproduct. But that's what everybody focused on. Now, before he died, he said he had 80 trunks of schematics and plans and notes from all his research.
Tesla.
Now, when the maid found him dead in his hotel room, and they went in to do the inventory of his room, and all this stuff was confiscated. It took 9 years before they sent his belongings to his family for a museum in his home country. Well, when they arrived at the family, there were only 60 trunks.
There was some missing.
20 trunks went missing, and that's the big thing. Tesla's 20 missing trunks. Now, here's some weird stuff. Okay.
He was afraid when even to the day he died, that he had caused the Tunguska explosion. That he had done an experiment with this little dilly doo wop, and that he heard about that explosion, that whole thing, like a week or two later. You know, it would have taken some time for him to find out. He thought he had done it. What do you think about that?
Some weird little facts with his death. There were reportedly CIA agents living a few doors down from him at the New Yorker. Now, he'd lived in the same room in the New Yorker for 10 years.
They weren't really CIA.
Well, government agents.
OSS, isn't it?
I don't remember exactly the initials. One of them initials that ain't no good for nobody. Anyway, his nephew came to collect his belongings out of a safe in his room. He didn't know the combination of the safe, so they had a locksmith come in to open it, and two supposed hotel management came in with them. And neither one of them were listed in hotel management. I can't remember the names right offhand.
That's all right. It's all right.
Anyway, these two
there were some guys there.
Weren't listed as hotel management. Nobody knows who they were. And his nephew said all he wanted was family photos out of the safe. But there's rumors that maybe his nephew took all the plans, and they were trying to get back in with the Soviet Union at this time, his home country. So they're thinking maybe he traded them to the Soviets. And that's another reason the Tunguska thing is blamed on him. They think maybe the Soviets were messing with it. Anyway,
but.
U.S. government
Yes.
sent an investigator into his room to go through all of his papers and see what
Have you guys heard this one yet?
what could be deemed like a security risk and what they could use, basically. Well, after 2 days, now this guy supposedly went through 80 trunks full of papers in 2 days. He told everybody there was nothing useful in Tesla's papers, that they were all just gobbledygook and scientific theory and nothing useful. Now, this guy's last name was Trump. He is Donald Trump's uncle.
Isn't that so weird?
At the time, he was a scientist, but he worked for the government. And he's the one that told him that Tesla didn't have anything that was useful in his notes and stuff. So, I mean, there's another theory right there. I mean, how far does this conspiracy go? You know. And there is also the theory, now here's another interesting one, that Tesla destroyed the papers himself. They keep them from falling into the wrong hands.
I mean, that'd be really noble, you know? Really noble.
That's a theory, that he destroyed the 20 trunks worth of the volatile stuff himself. But
what bothers me is both him and Diesel, which is why I chose Diesel, because they thought the energy should be free, or at least it should be dirt cheap. They didn't think that it should necessarily exist to make somebody rich. It's supposed to better people's lives, and truly, your quality of life is bad without it. You can't refrigerate. I mean, I can go on and on. That's just one of them. Try having a hospital without electricity, you know?
Well, like I said, this guy died penniless, basically. He had so many debts.
But they didn't really try to not exploit him. Develop him in such a way.
They knew
they could have worked on it, you know.
I heard this one thing.
Without a keen eye to the money. That's what was, most important, was a keen eye to the money.
Well, this one guy I heard talking about it said Tesla was a genius, but a terrible businessman. I heard that he sold.
I would think that an inventor should be.
He sold his patents to Westinghouse for the AC generators and stuff. The original AC patents. He sold them to Westinghouse for $60,000, which back then was a good chunk of money, but made the rich men richer. And Marconi used Tesla's designs to patent the radio.
Yeah.
Tesla never got a penny out of that, and Marconi was very wealthy. He didn't care about notoriety. He just wanted to continue his experiments. And it really cost him in the end because he died penniless. I could see him destroying his own documents. I mean, that just fits what I've heard about him. Now, there are some people say that he was an antisocial madman. I mean, he didn't have friends.
He beat the point is, like, he beat Thomas Edison to the war of currents. Like, he won. And without Tesla's work, modern power grids would not even exist.
Now, here's what I heard about the war of currents. At the World's Fair that year, they wanted to light the whole thing.
Yeah.
With the new electricity,
Hey, part of that's in the Gilded Age.
Well, they were seeing who could get it done first. It was Edison using his DC currents, and Tesla backed by Westinghouse with their AC currents. And the AC currents won. They got the contract for the World's Fair, beat out Edison. And which brings up another rumor to his death, that Edison pretty much had him offed. Yeah, he was supposedly working on all kinds of crazy stuff. Teleportation, time travel. I mean, it's amazing. This guy was a genius. He might not have been the most savvy guy
Radio
in the world.
transmission, remote control, wireless signaling.
Yes. He had
Tesla
made,
coil.
a lot of people don't know it, but he had made remote control boats. Basically, he was doing drone work before
Wireless
drone.
energy experiments. If you look at Amazon and just search Tesla, there's a couple of different good things that come up. What's that with Lawrence Fishburne?
History's Greatest Mysteries.
History's Greatest Mysteries
That's a great episode.
is on Amazon. It has an episode about Tesla.
About the missing Tesla papers.
His biggest dream, though, is wireless, free wireless electricity everywhere. I think, and for the whole world, he said. I think he just needed to focus on like a town at a time. It makes me sad that more wasn't done.
Well, the people that had the money to back him,
Just wouldn't. Because J.P. Morgan,
it
he
was
wanted oil.
it was detrimental to their livelihood for him to succeed.
Perpetual energy. He believed that the earth was full of just potential energy. All right. We can get off about that if you want to. That was a good 30 minutes.
Tesla was amazing. He
So
really
let's
was.
talk about Mr. Diesel. It's not Vin Diesel. I was waiting for that. It's not Vin Diesel. He's not Fast and Furious. Rudolph Christian Carl Diesel.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Diesel.
Hot Carl. I should not have said that.
Oh, come
Inventor and mechanical engineer, best known for inventing the diesel engine, which burns diesel fuel. Both are named after him. Let me just interject. He did not really, there was not even diesel fuel. There was oil being used in machines for a while, by the way. Was it China? They were like getting it out of the ground with bamboo, where oil would come up close to the surface. You know, they called it seepage cultivation. Anyway, so I just wanted to point it out that he did not build the diesel engine to run on diesel. He did it on corn oil, ethanol. We're going to get into it. So he was born, he's best known for inventing the engine. He's also an engineer, mechanical engineer. Early life and education. I said he was born 38 Rue Notre Dame des Nazareth in Paris, France. He was the second of 3 children. He was given away to a farmer family. He spent 9 months there and then returned to his family. And then they were given like a nicer place to live. Just the point of this is his family struggled when he was young. Young Diesel had to work in his father's workshop. He delivered leather goods to customers using a barrow. He went to a Protestant French school. I don't really know where he learned mechanics. He enrolled at the newly founded Industrial School of Augsburg, though, at the age of 14. He received a merit scholarship from the Royal Bavarian Polytechnic in Munich, which he accepted against the wishes of his parents, who wanted him to begin working instead. One of Diesel's professors in Munich was Karl von Linn. He was unable to graduate with this class because he fell ill. While waiting for the next examination date, he gained practical engineering experience at the Sulzer Brothers Machine Works in Winterthur, Switzerland. He graduated in January of 1880 with highest academic honors and returned to Paris, where he assisted Lynn with the design and construction of a modern refrigeration and ice plant. He became director of the plant a year afterwards. Okay. I'm getting to the good stuff here. It's not moving. Also, I have been learning how to use a laptop. Key little side note here. So he moved to Berlin with his wife and children to assume management of Lynn's corporate research and development department. Here, he was not allowed to use his patents for his own purposes. He expanded upon the field of refrigeration, so he invented something else. He first worked with steam. His research into thermal efficiency and fuel efficiency led him to build a steam engine using ammonia vapor. During tests, however, the engine exploded and almost killed him. His research into high compression cylinder pressures tested the strength of iron and steel cylinder heads. One exploded during a test run. He spent many months in a hospital, followed by health and eyesight problems. But it was during this year, while all this was happening, that he began conceptualizing the idea of the diesel engine. Man, poor guy.
Hey, when you're messing with combustion,
and you're watching it work, and you expect a kind of gradual increase in sound, right?
Yeah.
Probably hear some like ping bong,
Well,
and all of a sudden pieces start flying off.
I was told one time your normal V8 engine is 8 tiny little bombs.
Right?
They have to go off at the right time. Yeah. I'd hate when the guys who invented that. Hey, what's this gonna do? Boom. You lose your place.
Well, this is some really technical stuff, He did a lot of internal combustion engine stuff. Stuff about the Carnot cycle. You know what a Carnot cycle is?
No, ma'am.
See what I mean? He basically was just doing a lot of stuff with engines. He designed an engine. He patented theories about engines. He understood thermodynamics and theoretical and practical constraints on fuel efficiency. He knew that as much as 90% of the energy available in the fuel is wasted in a steam engine. His work in engine design was driven by the goal of much higher efficiency ratios. Don't you dare go to sleep on me, computer. As opposed to outside ignition applied against internal air and fuel mixture, air was compressed internally within the cylinder while heating. See what I mean? I can't make this make sense to myself. In order for the fuel to establish contact with the air immediately before the compression period would end, thus igniting on its own. Therefore, the engine was smaller and weighed less than most contemporary steam engines. He made them smaller.
Well, you got to think, he's going from steam engines, which were monstrous things.
Right. To much tinier.
Yeah, to a diesel engine.
In his engine, fuel was injected at the end of the compression stroke and was ignited by the high temperature resulting from the compression. So, in Germany, Augsburg, from 1893 to 1897, Augsburg provided Rudolf Diesel the opportunity to test and develop all these ideas, and some that I didn't tell you about because they're really hard to describe and even make sense to me. If you know engines, good for you. This guy's really right up your alley. But the point is, Germany is like Germany's like the only people that wanted to help this guy develop his engines, right? And you have to think about the timing of this, right? I could tell you that. It was right around the turn of the 1900s. And what's happening in Germany at the turn of the 1900s is they're about to go to war with Britain and everybody else because they're about to have World War One. And see, Germany got the jump on America having the diesel engine running on whatever it ran on, mind you, which is really convenient for the reason why diesel came up missing on a trip to go back to Germany and probably seal the deal on helping them build their submarines. Germany got their submarines, by the way, about 10 years earlier than America did. And I'm pretty sure when America got into World War One, it's because it took them that long. If you look at the date, it took them that long to figure out how to build their little submarines to get really in the game, because it was a war of submarines. Germany almost took Britain because they were hitting their supply runs. Britain was running out of food. They were within weeks of running out of grain. They didn't have ammunition. They couldn't fight. So that, my friends, and you go look at diesel. And I should, the Tesla guy. I am not a science gal. Let's just say that. I don't know how to describe this stuff to you, other than the fact that, and even that small potatoes compared to the fact that diesel's engines could have ran on anything. They didn't have to run on gas. They didn't have to run or diesel. They didn't have to run on petroleum products.
I always thought it was interesting that he designed it to run off
Corn oil. When he showed it off at the World Fair, that's what it was running on, was ethanol. And
but
you
when
flash forward 40, 50 years, 60 years, and we're putting corn syrup in all our foods. You know what I'm saying?
well, it just big oil got a hold of it and made it run on diesel fuel.
Only diesel.
So there again, big oil stepped in and said, "Oh no,
Right.
can't be having cheap stuff around here. You gotta buy our stuff." I can tell you, I worked for Big Oil for most of my life, and they're not nice people.
Big oil. Okay. Oil field paychecks are really, really great. You won't find a non-college degree job that will pay that well. But you get no vacation because your days off are your vacation. You get no retirement because they want you to invest in their 401ks so that when their company goes bankrupt, you lose every damn dime you stuck in it. Every time a politician runs for office, if it's not the right politician, you're gonna lose your job. And they'll tell you that you better vote the right way or you're gonna lose your job. There's gonna be layoffs. I'm not gonna tell you. You could probably.
Well, basically, it told us that the Democrat wins were stacking out,
Yeah.
and we didn't.
Every
Now,
time a
stacking out,
Democrat won.
for those of you that don't know, stacking out is when they shut a rig down and basically just lay it over on a yard somewhere. It's not working. It's being laid off.
But you'll get your unemployment, right? However, unless you network, unless you call your driller and stay on the games, maybe call your tool pusher too, call the higher ups. They're not going to call you and tell you it's time to go back to work. And there's no time accrued.
It's a weird game. I mean, it pays well. That's all you can say good for it. It pays well.
What if cars could run on water?
Then we'd have a water shortage.
We'd have a water shortage.
Yes.
They need to run on trash, like Back to the Future. right? First it was plutonium, but then he was like putting foods and stuff in there.
Yeah. When he went further into the future, he developed that. Yeah, I remember what you're talking about.
Yeah. Then he used to run on trash. Better yet, let's have the
The flux capacitor.
plastic. Let's have it run on plastic.
Yeah, can you imagine the emissions from that?
Listen, they've had 100 years to do technology on the gasoline engines and such, okay? Maybe try something else.
Well, big oil is going to keep their thumb on everything like that.
If they had tried trash solutions or corn oil solutions for 100 years, imagine how clean and efficient that would be. And you know, in a list of what it is, because trash or corn is something we could all grow in our backyards. We can't all have oil in our backyard.
Yeah, I can grow trash.
That is why. That is why they didn't want anything the common man could have or get a hold of. Because they wanted to keep us there to buy it.
Well, I know for a fact, like back in the day, there was this rumor that
Microplastics. See, yeah.
this guy had invented a carburetor that would run 50 miles to the gallon. And everybody's like, whoa, that's unheard of. This is back late 80s or early 80s. Back in the day when you drove a gas guzzler, 10 mile a gallon was pretty much your average. But they were saying this guy developed a carburetor to get 50 miles a gallon, but they said that Big Oil had bought the patent.
It is pretty amazing to invent an engine.
They would not let the patent go. They wouldn't put it in development. Well, I forget how long they said they could hold the patent before it became public. But right around the time it was supposed to come out comes the Geo Metro. I don't know how many of y'all remember the Geo Metro, but it was a little old, what do you call it? Compact car, subcompact car that got like 50 miles a gallon. It had the tiniest carburetor you've ever seen in your life.
Yeah.
Now, the rest of the car was junk, but the engine would run forever on a gallon of gas. And so it just makes you think, were they telling the truth? Did they have that patent that whole time and just wouldn't release it?
I guarantee it. Could you find out if Trump was in any way tied?
Hey, that thing with Trump's uncle being the one that assessed Tesla's papers, that just blew my mind. We heard a rumor thing one time is one of them conspiracy theory doohickeys about Trump and this society of time travelers.
Okay, yeah. Listen, okay. Mar-a-Lago was built by the woman that made Pop-Tarts, I think. Okay? Look at me.
Almost spit in my teeth.
Listen, look at me. You know I know the woman who made Pop-Tarts. It's my friend. Actually, she might be my enemy. I have had a few Pop-Tarts. Anyway, and there's like hidden symbols all in that building, like the number 24. And I don't remember why that was important. I don't remember why it was important. But there's like time traveler symbols in that house, and he just like had to have that house. He took his little important papers to that house. Okay. Now, since I already said his name, I'm probably on some watch list anyway. Did y'all? I don't know if y'all ever see the news, okay? But in the news last week, there's all these arguments about what files are missing from Epstein files and who's hot and nanny. And I just want to warn y'all, usually when there's something like that in the news that they just won't quit talking about, but that nothing ever really resolves from, there is some shady stuff going down. And we sat around and we bombed Iran with Israel. So that happened, if you've seen that. But also, the Clintons are testifying, right? Great. And there's absolutely nothing in the Epstein files about Trump, right? But like in the news this last week or the week before, he was like, guys, I'm going to make the Pentagon and the CIA or whoever, I'm going to make them release all the files on aliens and UFOs. Because apparently Obama went and ran his mouth on a podcast and yeah, aliens are real, guys. He said it in such a matter of fact way. Everybody's like, woo, 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 you know. I find this all hilarious.
Oh, he meant
Because you
illegal.
know, illegal aliens. Shut up. Listen. Because illegal aliens? Is that what he meant? Did someone say that or did you say it?
No.
Oh my god.
Same with that guy.
That's really funny.
Remember that guy back in the
Yes,
day?
I do. She made fun on like 5 levels. You meant illegal aliens, not aliens.
Not ET.
Oh my god, he's giving the maps to ICE.
It's funny that you mentioned that him taking those papers to
Wait, because what
Mar-a-Lago.
I'm trying to say is he'd rather tell us the truth about UFOs and aliens than tell us the truth about Epstein.
Look over here.
Yeah, look over there. What was that?
I was just going to mention, you mentioned him taking the papers to Mar-a-Lago.
You probably had to show it to the time travelers.
Just recently, 10 of the FBI agents that were involved in the search for files at his house, the search for files in Trump's possession, 10 of them were recently fired. Look over here. Hey, Okie Zayden.
Well, I do feel like Diesel, when he got on the boat, he was in clear intentions of giving up on working with the Americans. He was taking his engine plans off to Germany, and they were going to make the submarines that Germany, in fact, did make and started whooping Britain's butt with. And so, like, they unalived him, and America got some plans somehow.
Isn't it weird that these people that seem to come up, these great technological advances and the big geniuses of our time, they disappeared?
It took America 10 years later. So if you look at when America joined the war, is when the Lusitania, how do you say that word?
Lusitania.
Yes, Lusitania. When they sunk that, when Germany sunk that, America was like, that's it. But they also happen to have subs too. Now.
I mean, the whole world is crazy. It's fueled by war.
We should also mention that Tesla was a really great rock band in the 80s, 90s.
Love
I
song.
really love Tesla. I don't know if a lot of people listen to Tesla, but I did.
You know, it's weird that Trump's uncle went through Tesla's papers, and then Trump got buddy with the owner of Tesla cars. It's just weird little circles.
There was a Bush.
Yes, he does live in Austin, Oak Grower, but he did come from South Africa.
Who?
Elon.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out if Tesla's family owned any stocks in the Tesla company. I couldn't figure this out.
I heard about this right after you asked. It was on one of those TV programs I was watching.
All right.
No, they had nothing to do with it. It's just that the people that these two guys that developed Tesla cars, Elon Musk wasn't one of them. They developed them.
No, he bought in later.
Yeah, a year later, he became the CEO.
Ah.
But anyway, when they developed the cars or were developing the cars, they idolized Nikola Tesla.
Yeah.
Because the electricity and the clean energy and that was their idol. So they called their company Tesla.
And to bring it even further into the future, though, I want to point out to y'all, a lot of people that got rich off of oil and gas and all the other things that charge us money every day and everything, like in your home or in your car, you know, there's a lot of people on these Epstein files. I'm just saying, the rich people tend to be really, really corrupt, and they tend to be running everything.
SpaceX and missile
And if
defense.
you guys think that orange little shape running down the hallway wasn't something that was coming to kill that guy so he couldn't testify, so that he couldn't get anybody in trouble, you guys are crazy. Woo-wee, because it's been happening for a good couple 100 years now.
Let me interject a point right here about the electric cars.
All right.
You know, the eco-friendly electric cars everybody's all into, Tesla's included. Where does electricity come from?
Where's your electricity come from, guys?
Most of our electricity
Most
comes from power plants that will run on coal. They burn coal to produce your power. Some of the cleaner ones burn natural gas. Now there are hydroelectric, with dams, and there are a few solar and wind farms, but for the most part, our electricity comes from burning coal. So the more electric you use for these cars, the more coal they burn, which puts off more pollutants into the air than burning gasoline. I mean, don't let them fool you. That's like the organic label. You got to read the fine print, guys. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of them that are hydropower. Have fun. But like I said, some of it is
nuclear
okay,
power.
but for the most part, they're coal burning. And some of the newer ones are natural gas burning, which is cleaner, but it's still a petroleum product. So don't think you're hurting big.
What do you guys think? Like, what do you think? How long could this keep going on?
She wants to see what's on your shirt.
Oh, what's on my shirt? Oh. Let me hug you. My
It says,
anniversary, man.
No
It's in
sign of
3D.
intelligent life anywhere.
There seems to be no sign. It's not true today, guys. Hey, I had a completely different shirt on today, but like I said, the tomatoes just sort of went all over me. And the tomato juice and the soil, all of it. I couldn't even cry. I was so upset.
And I can tell you right now, 15 minutes till 6, when our live was supposed to start, she hollers at our oldest girl and says, "Let's go plant these cucumbers."
Listen,
Like,
I
have
did an
15
experiment.
minutes.
Okay. I planted some regular cucumbers in my hydroponic over there, right? First of all, you try looking at a cucumber and figure out which end you need to put upward or downward, okay? And Google was like pointy and down. Well, some of the cucumbers, the ends look exactly the same to me. But I got to figure it out, and they sprouted and got some nice little roots. But Google says cucumbers don't like to be transplanted. And it's going to rain tomorrow, right? It's going to rain Monday, I think. And the temperature looks good. It's going down to the 50s or so tonight. So rather than up-pot them into a pot, I just did an experiment. And I planted all those cucumbers by seed, out in there. They're going to come up when they come up. I got good germination on the hydro. So, yeah, we just went out and just planted him in my raised bed out there and watered him down. So we put
You're talking about prepping energy for her live. I'm telling you, when this live ends, she's going to be wound like a 9-day clock for hours.
Yeah, I get really excited. It's like, woo! I'm over. I'm done. But listen. What was I saying? I planted, what was it, 6 to 8 cucumbers outside, alive cucumbers with roots, in my bed out there. And it's experiment to see if they'll be okay. Will they survive the, not really transplant shock, because I literally just gently stuck them in the hole and then I covered them up.
Talking about self-sufficiency.
Hey, let me
learning
take a
to
few things to show
food
off.
medicine. I agree 100%. Oh,
I am hurting in my back. Let's check this big tall pepper out.
don't spill that.
Don't spill the water. He said, don't spill the water. Oh, these poor tomatoes. I don't want to show you one of my ones that got dropped today, okay? Let's leave those in the hospital. I'll show you this one. Hot.
The result of the experiment with tomatoes today is gravity works.
Gravity works.
Very abruptly. Well, Okies Eden, let me tell you, our asparagus has been going strong for what? About 7 years now?
Yeah.
And we've moved it several times. And I mean, and once you move it, you're never going to get it all. It's alive.
What's a BRSP?
Brussels sprouts.
Wow.
It's a
Oh, it's an ox
recycled
heart.
pot.
I brought 2 ox hearts. These are ox hearts. But look at this. These are hydro grown. Big old nice stem. Anyway, I have too much to show. Y'all just have to wait till it all goes outside.
Mhm. She's a plant junkie.
No, it's really kind of stressing me out. I need. I'm starting to take stuff off and harden it off. You know. Okie E. I am about to cut my potatoes. You want to grab a potato while you're over there? Grab a couple of potatoes so we can show.
There, but
Please don't knock down nothing. My heart can't take it again.
get your children in the floor.
No, you children, my babies. What did I say?
I don't
Besides
know.
cuss words.
I was outside.
See, what had happened was I watered and somebody else watered. So both people watered and okay, now honest engine. I know you're supposed to say okay. I'm inappropriate. This are these both purple?
I don't know.
This is a red potato from Fire Lake grocery store in Shawnee. This is a Yukon Gold. And these are the ones I scrubbed off gently. And I soaked them for a couple hours gently. Then I dried them. And I've been keeping them on my windowsill with paper towels over them. I wet them every day and I put their little coats back on. And they sprouted up real nice. I'm going to do a video. And these are not organic potatoes because I can't find organic potatoes near me. Now, there's a Whole Food in Shawnee. No, not Shawnee, Oklahoma City. That's 60 miles away from me, so I can't do that. I'm not going to do that.
Look at the difference in the buds between the Yukon Gold and the purple.
Yeah, they said they will be purple.
Those are green.
But, see, this potato, you only need about that much potato to go with your eye. We have experimented and peeled eyes like this and put them out in the soil and they've rooted. So one thing you got to do is make sure when you cut them, is let them set until the flesh kind of gets hard and starts to be purple or whatever. This is purple, so I don't know how that goes. But anyway, don't listen to what I'm saying. I know how to make them sprout. Let's just say that. What do you say?
Found that non-organic potato eyes sprout better than
Right?
that eye and sprout better than organic.
These look real nice. But I think we're almost to the full moon stage too. So
She's talking about how much potato you have to use with the eye.
yeah,
When I was a kid, we were like dirt poor.
dirt poor.
We would go to the extension office.
It's even
every
iron on
year.
the back.
We would go to the extension office and get seeds for the garden for the year, and they would give you seed potatoes, seed corn, peas, black eye or purple hull peas mostly, and like leaf lettuces and radishes, basic stuff.
Go see if they'll give me some more seeds.
Oh, we were so poor. We would cut the eyes off the seed potatoes and then eat the potatoes. I mean, we're poor.
You'll eat, won't it? Hey, be careful with that. Don't you break any of my eyes off.
But yeah, I don't know if they still do that. But used to, you go in there and they would ask you if it was a personal garden or a truck garden. And if you said you were planting a truck garden, which I think meant you were selling produce,
Yeah.
they would give you so many seeds.
We would take
It was
our
unreal.
pressure cooker in there every other year or so, and they would put new gaskets in it if it had gaskets or whatever, and they would test it to make sure it was accurate.
See what our daughter just said.
What? I'm not caught up in the chat.
Said, parents, I have closed the chicken doors.
Parents, I have closed the chicken doors. Listen, I don't have to cook dinner tonight, right?
No, you
It's a
don't.
leftover night.
Yes.
Booyah!
I've been feeling kind of poorly. I'm not real hungry.
Yeah, Larry brought home the flu. I had a flu shot, but I still feel kind of a certain way. Y'all pray for me, please.
Just so you know, this is the only
Pray for
time
me.
I have been here without a mask on. I've been wearing a mask trying to keep these ladies from getting sick. Oh, here we go.
In the spirit of, I almost said Thomas Edison, Tesla and Diesel. I just thought I would play a song that I wrote a long time ago tonight. Oh, I have such anxiety though. Just want to tell you all
Before
that
he
right
gets an
now.
Okie shot.
Hey, YouTube, if you're gonna make a live highlight, if it's a good take, you might save this song for the live highlight. Hey, okay. And let's hope I remember all my words, okay? The song is called Green Fairy. It's a song about absinthe. It's a song about special herb. It's a song about depression, you know. It's also a song about my garden. I could be the green fairy. The little woman running around with Moulin Rouge. When I hear this song though in my head, I hear it like banjoed out, you know, and I hear violins. There's not really a chorus, but there'd be like a hook in the middle where somebody would be going like, or it'd be like fiddle, right? I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Let me get comfy.
I could listen to that for hours.
Do you hear the little? I do like it. I like it too. A green berry she may seem very disturbed, there is no doubt. The green fairy, blue green canary, will she wonder without? Mm. Cider walls, there is darkness. Everyone is green and heartless, and she walks alone. Everywhere she's all alone. Soul is fragile, and it all. She is lost in her garden. This bird is fireless tonight. Bird is fireless tonight.
What?
Nothing. I just had to release some kind of nervous energy. You know what I mean? Ooh. Also, the nerves just got really bad. I don't think I was ready to play my song. You know what I mean?
It was great.
I know. Because I think I forgot a verse. But listen, I get back on right now. She was there with twilight leaving, doubled over in her grieving. Bird was flightless tonight, so she walked somewhere out of sight. The green fairy sings in the evening. Blue canary quit
I'm so sorry.
intervening. This bird is flightless tonight. This bird is flightless tonight. Listen, I'm gonna work that up. And you're not gonna call for me.
I'm very sorry.
I'm not gonna forget any words.
I'm very, very sorry. I didn't.
It's okay, honey. I know you're sick and I'm stressed out and I forgot a verse. And also because I thought we've been out in the wind all day, I took it down 2 steps on the capo, right? So it'd be lower. And it was just too low. I could sing like a man, but that was like really hard. So like I'm the green fairy, guys. I'm the OG green fairy. And just so you know, that was written about 20 years ago. Shay! Hey, Shay. They didn't have a lighter emoji.
Yeah, and Becker used candles.
Candles?
See? Throw a candle emoji.
Aw. Green Fairy. Girl remembers when I wrote that song. I used to wait till he'd get home from work and I'd go in there while he was taking a bath and I'd sit on the toilet and play him my newest song for the week. Do you remember that?
Yeah, we're not backwoods or anything.
Now I told him no, I played Green Fairy 3 times during this week. I played it perfectly every time and I never forgot the words. I told y'all it was going to be hard.
It's my fault. I'm over here hacking and coughing. It's time for my medicine. I'm really sorry. Felt really bad about it. I was trying so hard.
Y'all, we've been married 30 years. What do y'all think? 30 years Monday. 30 years. Should we have a get together on Monday? So y'all can celebrate our prowess?
Yeah, we're good at this.
Y'all come up and have a live with us and we'll eat cake and have no champagne?
Let the be cake. No, I can't remember the last time I had a beer.
Have no champagne. You've been married 36 years? Listen, you are the anniversary stream.
On your birthday. When's your birthday, Chris?
My birthday. On your birthday, or is it your birthday?
He says, on my birthday, will you sing happy birthday to
Man, I can play it on piano though. This is our old living room, right? We're sitting in now. This is my new laundry room / dining room, because I kind of thought that made more sense than a laundry room / living room.
The laundry room is actually behind my second
Yes,
brick
this is
wall
the
right
laundry
there.
room behind this wall. And all in all, I am proud of it. Listen, this house was always going to be what it was going to be. And it's like a cottage thing, you know. You have to blur your eyes and it looks perfect. Isn't that right?
My eyes are blurry all the time.
So you guys, do you think those cucumbers are going to live? September 12th? Chris! My birthday is the 15th. We are Virgos. We are working together. I saw you look at me. It was close, wasn't it? It was real close.
More cowbell.
Oki's eaten. Remember what you said? Chitty chitty bang bang. Or chitty, you were saying chitting because chitting is really close, and we're teasing you too. I want to name my when I cut my potato sets, I'm gonna call it Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. You reminded me of that. Kenneth the Virgo. Chris, his name is Chris. We don't know why his name is Kenneth on YouTube, but it's
That's
really
his
Chris.
dad's name.
Oh, it's his dad's name.
Yes.
And listen, guys, we had technical difficulties in the beginning, but I just wanted to try that dual stream thing so that wasn't it dumb?
Tech wizards we are not.
Right.
You know, I'm a Capricorn, which makes sense. I'm an old goat.
Yeah. You're making me cry. This has been really funny. All of it's really funny if you think about it. And I want YouTubers that like want to teach people how to make better videos to like pick this thing apart. You know what I mean? I'm gonna leave, guys.
You see that thing with the beard in the corner? Get rid of
Maybe look.
it.
You made me look.
Sorry.
I'm probably gonna be sick because I sat next to
I am
them
so
anyway.
I've been covered. I swear, guys, I've been wearing a mask ever since I've been home.
I don't think it's gonna help.
Well, not now.
Kick them on out and tell them that we love them and apologize again for our non-prowess.
We are not good. Okay?
We are not good at it, guys.
I don't know how to end this.
Yeah, you do.
Let me see if I can figure this out, guys. Bear with me.
You know, I've also seen my pants. Wow. Also, I don't know how to leave.
I don't
I
either.
don't know how. What way.
There we go. Bye, guys.